Okay, this question is from It's Mazu, and it's interesting because your title and your body, I think, is actually different than the outcome you want. You say that you're balancing. The title says you're balancing, training, and you're playing with your games. But in the body, it says the body of your post. You're saying that you actually want to lose a little bit of weight and gain a little bit more muscle, specifically in your upper body. But I think your goal is truly about, right, performance. You just want to perform at a high level, right? Because your gym, the efforts in your gym, those are supposed to elevate, right, the work that you're putting in the gym and at practice, so that you can what? So that you could perform at a higher level on the field. So let's work backwards from what it means to perform at a higher level. I think the number one thing you want to check out is actually a talk. It's a podcast with Tim Ferriss, Andrew Huberman. Search physical performance with all those three keywords: Tim Ferriss, Andrew Huberman, Tim Ferriss. It's gonna bring you to 2.5 hours of some of the best thoughts on physical performance, and it's very easy for that a young player could understand. I'm not sure how old you are, but it was so freeing to me because he talks about the 5 pillars. He says that there are 5 things that you need to invest in every single day before you even talk about doing more training, right? They're foundational, fundamental. And if you start to skip out on, he talks about sleep, hydration, nutrition, talks about movement, sunlight, and then relationships. If you're not investing firstly in those first 5, then it doesn't matter what you try and stack on top of those things. If you have if your house has a poor foundation, it's going to crumble. So you really need to take a step backwards and check out what these 5 pillars mean. And he's going to help you lay out a simple plan in a given week, right? He says you can optimize for 4 things. They're endurance, strength, VO2 max, and heat and cold exposure. If you already have a gym membership, right, heat exposure, hopefully there's a sauna. If not, we could get to that another time. But you're already playing a game, that's endurance, right? And if you're playing 2 45-minute halves, that's already an endurance piece that you're already taking care of. And then it's about changing those, then aligning your gym workouts with some essential leg exercises. I love the Underground Secrets to Faster Running by Barry Ross Protocol. That's a book that you could check out. It's gonna not only, they've done studies, and if you want to become more fit, right, lose a little bit of weight, they say strength training is some of the fastest. You're gonna help build more lean muscle and shred out faster than just cardio alone. So you're already on the right track. But I just really love that Barry Ross protocol because you can have a lot of results in a very short period of time. So that's a book you can check out, Underground Secrets to Faster Running. The next thing is VO2 max, and that can be accomplished. You don't have to go to the gym for that. So you're also going to see how a lot of these concepts are going to help you get some work done at home or just in your backyard. You don't necessarily have to go to the gym. So he lays down a workout plan in a week. So your job is to think about the things that he's saying that he does personally, and you say, okay, this is what he's suggesting, this is what he does. Because he's a researcher, he doesn't have a lot of time to train. So this is very informative because he squeezes performance out of these in a given week. He's really targeting specific things: endurance, VO2 max, strength, and heat and cold exposure. So like I said, you just have to figure out how your schedule aligns to where you're checking off all these boxes with the foundation of the 5 pillars. right? So I want you to understand what the 5 pillars are, understand how you can tackle them in any given day, and then from there, right, after that, then you could say, okay, now let's look at my training routine. For my training routine, how can I better align with Andrew Huberman's schedule? Because soccer players, it just makes sense in so many ways, because soccer players have to have endurance, they have to work rapidly, on, off, right? So you need to have a high VO2 max, you need to be strong, and the heat exposure part, that's just going to tie everything together and help with recovery. So, right, you're asking how to optimize your training schedule. Check out that podcast. Andrew Huberman, Tim Ferriss, Physical Performance. That's 2.5 hours long. And it's gonna, once you understand that, you're gonna be training smarter than, anyone your age and anyone you're competing with. And once you lay down that foundation, it's gonna be more effortless, because now you have a great plan. This isn't a good plan. This is an excellent plan, because he just speaks truth through science and research. It's not like he's not just a bodybuilder. He's looking for physical performance, and for those reasons, this is a very smart investment of your time. The second thing you want to check out is How to Breathe by Dr. Vranich. It's a TED Talk, not even 10 minutes long. This thing's super helpful, because it's going to, if you're breathing inefficiently, which you probably are, because 99% of the population doesn't know how to breathe, this is going to help you use less energy breathing. So now you're going to have more energy to recover. You're going to have more energy to, right, you're going to be able to improve your endurance, your stamina, just with a little tweak of learning how to breathe. I've been playing soccer for 27 years. This is something that would have really helped me in my youth, even through college, right? I learned this lesson way too late. So check out those things and reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.